Let's be honest. You already know what to do. You know you should eat cleaner. You know which workouts to follow. You know that relationship is not serving you. You also know you need to set boundaries, speak up, and take the leap. You even know the what, the how, and sometimes even the when. But still, you are not doing it. You are stuck in the same loop, watching yourself on autopilot, wondering, why can I just not do what I know I should do? This is what we psychologists call the knowing doing gap. And it's not a mindset problem, it's a pattern problem. And in this video, I will explain you why this happens and how can you walk through exactly how to break that loop so you can finally move from point A to point B and start living in alignment with the version of you that you know you are meant to become. So this video is not just about motivation, it is about uncovering the real reason why you are stuck in the space between knowing and doing, and how can you actually overcome this space for yourself and move from point A to point B, the most frustrating place to be. This is the part that breaks people. You are self-aware, you have done the inner work, you have watched different motivational podcasts, you've read different self-help books, you've journaled your heart out, you've even practiced gratitude, and yet you find yourself repeating the same patterns. You feel broken, you feel frustrated, and you're just fed up with yourself. And sometimes we also start telling ourselves that, maybe I'm just lazy, maybe I'm just like this. No one in this world can help me. Maybe I'll never change. But I want you to know that is not true. You are not broken, you are not lazy. You are just stuck in some patterns, right? And there's always a way to get out of those. Now let us understand what is really happening subconsciously. Let me explain it in simple words. Your subconscious brain, which controls almost 95% of your daily actions, only understands this one thing, which is safety. And for subconscious brain, safety is equal to familiarity, right? If you've always been overgiving in relationships, you constantly try to avoid conflicts, you eat when you are stressed, you are overworking, you just want to stay busy, right? And you also people please. Your brain thinks this is safe, this is who I am. So even if you consciously want to change, your body resists, right? You just freeze, you'll just binge, and you will scroll and you'll delay what is always meant to be yours. You'll just self-sabotage your own growth, right? Not because you don't want to grow, but because you have not retrained your nervous system yet. Now this is why you set boundaries, but you feel guilty right after that. You plan to eat clean and healthy, yet end up ordering junk at 10 p.m. You leave toxic people, but keep checking on them. You want to go back to them, even if you know that they are toxic for you. You want to start your own dream business, but you self-sabotage when things begin to work because you just get in your own way, right? And all of this happens because change feels unsafe to your subconscious. And until you feel safe being a different person, behaving in a different way, you will stay stuck. Now we understand that the problem is not in knowing. We already know, right? Most people are not stuck because they don't know what to do. They are stuck because they cannot seem to do what they already know, actually putting it in action. And this gap between knowing and doing is where 99% of people live and suffer. And I will help you bridge this gap, step by step. Now, how do we actually move from knowing to doing? Let's make this real. You don't need more gyan or knowledge, right? You already have it. You just need a bridge between awareness and action. And here is how we build it step by step. First, don't rely on motivation, rely on identity. Psychology shows that long term change happens when you shift from, for example, I want to lose weight to I am someone who takes care of their body, right? Another example you can take I want to set boundaries to I am someone who protects my peace and my mental well being. Now, why does this work? The brain will fight habits, it naturally does, but it will protect an identity, right? So instead of chasing results, embody the identity now. So I also have one mini task for you here. Every morning, ask yourself this question: what would the future version of me do today? And then do one small thing from that. Second, create friction for the old pattern and ease for the new one. Your brain takes the path of least resistance. So if it's easier to scroll Instagram than go for a walk, guess what you'll do? Make the unhealthy choice harder. Put junk food on the top shelf, far out of reach, or should be out of sight, out of mind, right? Log out of Instagram after 9 p.m. and keep workout clothes next to your bed. Now, why does this work? This uses behavioral design, not willpower, to change behavior. Third, use implementation intentions and not just vague goals. For example, saying that I will eat healthy this week means nothing to your brain. Instead, saying after my morning tea, I will eat 1 serving of fruit. Or every day at 7 p.m., I'll take a 10-minute walk. Now that is real, right? And why does this work? It taps into the brain's cue, routine, reward system. Cue, routine, reward system. From habit science, this has been taken. And the more specific, the more likely it happens. So whenever you have to set goals for yourself, you have to be very specific about them. And that really works. Fourth, pair new habits with instant emotional rewards. The brain craves dopamine, the feel-good chemical. And most people fall back into bad habits because the healthy ones feel boring to them. So give your brain a reason to enjoy the new behavior. For example, blast your favorite playlist while moving or walking. Smile after doing a habit and say out loud, this is me now. Just feel good. Tell yourself, appreciate yourself for what you're doing. And use habit trackers or mini rewards that make your progress feel good so that you can stick with that for a longer period of time. Now, why does this work? This works because the brain repeats what it feels rewarded for. So you have to understand that you have to link joy to growth, not just pain to failure. Fifth, anchor your new habits to your nervous system. Before taking action, breathe deeply. Touch your heart and say, it is safe for me to do this, right? Your body must feel safe, or it will resist change no matter how much you know, right? And it helps because it calms the amygdala. Now, what is the amygdala? It is a part in your brain which we also call as a fear center, and it helps you shift from survival mode to choice mode, where you have the control voluntarily. And the last one, track progress emotionally and not just physically. Don't just measure the weight you are losing, the arguments that you are been avoiding, or tasks that you have done. Measure first how you felt after choosing yourself. Second, how your energy shifted. And third, how you showed up differently as a person. It works because it builds emotional memory. Now, emotional memory, the brain remembers how good it feels to grow, and it makes it easier the next time you do it. So, I just want to end this by saying that change is not about fixing yourself, it's about reintroducing yourself to the world as someone who is finally choosing to live consciously and intentionally. And yes, if you are serious about shifting, start today. Drop in the comments one thing your future self would do today, and let's support each other in this.